to sporting circuits. Um, Today's episode, we're going to be talking about Harry Maguire. What's the fuss all about? There have been a lot of talks about Harry Maguire leaving Manchester United, be it on loan or seeking a permanent move. Well, Harry Maguire was signed to Manchester United in the year 2019, if I'm not mistaken, for about £80 million, which was and probably still is a world record fee for a defender. At that point in time, Manchester United, uh, they were in need for a good defensive, you know, centre back who can marshal the defense, who can be the leader, and who can control and be a team leader, not just in the defense, but to lead the team as well, to be a focal point for the team, because it was something that they were lacking. And as a Man U fan, it was something we were lacking. And so there were names being thrown around, and Harry Maguire seemed to be the obvious choice to them. I wasn't happy about the transfer. I wanted someone better, and I knew there was someone better. We, the Man United fans, we knew there was someone better, and yeah, he ended up going to our rival for less. It's okay, and I think if you were to look at it, Harry Maguire hasn't been that bad. Yeah, let's be honest. Like we actually got what we paid for, because I'm sorry to say, but there are times whereby I do believe English players are a bit overpriced. Could it be because they are English? Their stock, when they are performing well or when they win a trophy, their stock tend to rise higher, unlike the European players, South American players, whereby, their stock, it builds over time. I, for one, I do believe Harry Maguire was overpriced. We overpaid, like, come on, that guy wasn't even worth, half of the fee or half of the amount we paid for him. So I do believe we it's more like we made a mistake and we're paying dearly for it. He hasn't been the leader we wanted. He hasn't been the leader in the defense that we wanted. He hasn't been vocal like we wanted. He's not that kind of a strong defender that you would need. He's not fast with the ball. His clearance rate is kind of low. He's one-on-one with the strikers. Come on, there's nothing to write home about. So I do believe we made a huge mistake. It was a blunder on Ole Gunnar Solskjaer's part, on the recruiting teams, the recruiting departments part, on the sporting director. We didn't have one at that time. On the chairman, on everyone at the club at that time. So yeah, we made a mistake. It was a huge blunder. We paid a lot of money. It was too much. But hey, it's okay. Now, we brought in Rafa Varane. We brought in Lisandro Martinez. And so far, these two guys have really, really, shown us that the money we did pay for them, we're getting our reward for it. Varane has been solid. He has been in top form, and whenever he's injury free, he has always delivered. Lisandro Martinez, yeah, the first game he had a nightmare, nightmare game, and yeah, but ever since then he has kicked on. He's been given the goods. He's the kind of player that Old Trafford wants to see. He's the kind of player that has the desire to play in front of the Old Trafford crowd. So I'm really, really happy with the purchases we made after Harry Maguire. Now, During the term of Sir Alex Ferguson, I remember this was how it was being played. And I do say it, a trophy, the League Cup, the Premier League, you don't win it with just 12 players. In fact, the league is actually like a marathon. You need your squad. You need a whole squad. You need a whole team. You don't just need the 11 players you pick in every match. You need the bench to be able to be part of it. As a coach, when you are 1-0, one goal down, when it's 0-0, you want to look at your bench and you tell yourself that, you know what, I believe this guy is going to make a difference. Now go in there and show me why I should put you in the next 11. During Sir Alex Ferguson's time, nobody likes to be in the bench. But you know what? They don't fight with the coach. They don't argue with the coach's starting 11. They don't argue with the coach's decision. Instead, what they do is they prove it in the training ground. Another thing they do is this: when being called upon, they show their worth. And I remember then, Sir Alex Ferguson always had a headache thinking about who am I going to play. And I remembered also that one of the players, I think it was Ryan Giggs or so, said Sir Alex Ferguson always plans ahead. If there's a match today, he already knows the player is going to the player is going to choose for the next 2 matches or the next 3 matches. He knows how to utilize the squad. You know, people can talk a whole lot of bunch of nonsense, but I tell you this, some of the squad that Sir Alex Ferguson used to win the league, used to win the FA Cup, used to win the League Cup. If you check those names, you can't match them with the Mbappes of this world. You can't match them with the Neymar of this world. You can't even stand them with the Messis of this world. But these guys, one thing they had was this: they fought for the club. They fought for the badge. They were ready to die on the pitch just to prove their worth. They never believed they were an average player. To you, they may be an average player, but to the coach, they were ready to die to prove that, you know what, you had a right to put me there. I had a right to be in that team. So I do believe that Harry Maguire, if he does believe that he is capable of being a Manchester United player, he is capable of playing at the top, he is capable of proving his worth, then I believe he should stay put and fight for that shirt. He should stay put and fight with the likes of Varane and fight with the likes of Lisandro Martinez. At one point, Luke Shaw was deployed in the center of the defense. I, for one, would have thought Harry Maguire would have said, you know what, I can't have that happening. I need to teach Luke Shaw a lesson. Where? On the training pitch. But, you know, I could see that this guy is too timid. Makes a lot of mistakes. You know, he's not strong on his feet. As huge, tall, gallant as he is, he doesn't seem to be using all those things to his advantage. A guy like Lisandro Martinez, whom a lot of people didn't give a lot of credit for coming into the Premier League. At one point, some critics said he's not going to last. But this guy has been proving everyone wrong. In fact, he's not even proving anyone wrong. Everybody wants to see him play. He doesn't have your height. He doesn't have your stature. But then this guy delivers. He's strong, he's quick, he knows how to read the game, he passes the ball, he goes for one-on-one, he's not scared to put in the tackles and all that. But hey, I could be wrong. So I could say this: I do see Harry Maguire going to another team. Maybe middle team in the Premier League to prove his worth, to get his group back, to get his mojo back. You know, he doesn't have to do that because I stand on my point and I say it. Harry Maguire is not fit, is not good enough to play for Manchester United. nor any top 4 for that matter. If you've not subscribed to this channel, from the depth of my heart, I'm telling you right now, please like, share, and subscribe to this wonderful channel. This is Moses. Thank you all for watching Sporting Circuit. Stay blessed.